Hello, hello. So I slept all day long. And then I was like, because I kind of decided yesterday I was going to do Nyx today because the last time I did Nyx, I just made it up. Thank you, Manifester. Um, Hello, Sovereign of Books. So the Goddess of Darkness makes us a little tired, you know? She connects with the owl. She connects with the energy. Like, so I actually have a picture I'll share later that shows, like, the creation story of, like, so there was chaos, and out of chaos came darkness, and even Zeus wouldn't fuck with Nyx, the goddess of the dark, because he was afraid of her. He was afraid of the dark. Please clarify, what color are your eyes? With the goddess of the night tonight, and I feel like it was perfect because tonight I was like, well, all day I was tired. Like, I woke up this morning with energy, and I went back to sleep. I had like a dream, got up, and I went back to sleep, got up, went back to sleep, got up, went back. Like, I just been like in bed all day just sleeping. And then I'm like, I thought about doing her last night because I'm like, I can just do my own. I don't have to go by a book. I don't have to go by some like other person's thing. My dream also kind of like cemented that for me because that was after I already initially thought about doing her. But again, I'm not going to just do a shot in the dark type of thing. I'm going to find out about her. So, then Nyx, and I'm going to share a thing later on about her, and you can see, like, Chaos was first. Chaos was Set. That was the brother of Isis and Osiris. He got jealous. He chopped up Osiris. She went around, put them all back together. Boop, boop, boop. Nyx comes out of the chaos. So Nyx was one of the primordial deities of Greek mythology, and as the ancient myths tell, even Zeus was afraid of her. The power and mystery that enveloped her were her most precious garment. The name of the goddess describes how dark light falls from the stars and imposes itself on men and gods. Not even Zeus wanted to upset Nyx. As the ancient myths tell, she was one of the most powerful goddesses ever mentioned in Greek mythology. The exact origin of Nyx is not known. Some sources speak of her as the daughter of Eros, while other sources speak of her as Eros as children of chaos. Taking as source the Theogony of Hesiod, night was the daughter of chaos, while the Orphic cosmogony, she appears as daughter of Phanes in the Fabulae. On the other hand, Igino Astronomo mentions her as the daughter of Chaos and Caligny. It is said that during the Trojan War, it was Nyx who protected the spies. In fact, fugitives and thieves who run away or who move in the night doing evil are her protégés. I think that we should all consider Nyx as a queen of darkness, but not in a negative way. It's like she masters darkness to spread light and to help you see in your darkest hour. The light at the end of the tunnel. Being connected with the night, she will make it so you don't fear it anymore. Nyx is a goddess of the night, the mother of sleep, dreams, and the pleasure of love, but also of Thanatos, death. How do you know that Nyx is calling you? If you feel a strong connection with the night, if you feel very fascinated by darkness and death, if you keep seeing things recalling the night, if the moon symbol keeps if it keeps on showing up over and over. There's no better way to connect with Nyx. You could go outside and let the moon shine on you while exploring nature at night under the stars. What are Nyx's symbols? The crescent moon, the most sacred symbol related to her and her energy as a presence growing into the darkness. I was born, this moon was what was out when I was born. This is a necklace one of my friends got me. Selenite connects to the moon. Selenite is, like the goddess Selene, is the goddess of selenite. So, but the Selene is the moon, you know. So I've got the moon here. I've got it on top of my moon thing. You know, moon. I've got twin. These are all smoky quartz twins. And I've got the big one up in front here. This is Smoky Quartz Twin. These are Smoky Quartz, Smoky Quartz. We've got some milk. Milk connects to the moon. It connects to being, you know, a mother. The mother's milk. The Milky Way. You know, that's the mother's milk. The Milky Way is the mother's milk. It's where we came from. Our essence, our minerals, our neutrons, our atoms, everything. We have this here, which is empty. And we have moon water that was created before, and it has a sacred, you know, sacred geometry on it. We have some Himalayan black salt and some pink salt. We also have some sea salt. We have some mint, which will go under the pillow. And I also brought out some of this for decoration because it, you know, reminds me of the moon. It's like glittery snow. We have this here, which is a perfume bottle, so I feel like, you know, putting ourselves in the darkness, or like the scent of, I keep getting the scent of amber. I feel like I need to wear some amber, so I'm going to do like a blend that I create with amber because it's been coming up like every day. We have the twin flame blue candle going back there, which is also good for creativity, communication, opening the throat, opening up to the truth. This is my sex magic. No, this is love potion, actually. Love potion inside of a blue glass. Love potion, it makes you like the mermaid. It makes you like the siren. This is a ball for scrying. You just look into the dark and scry. We have a lot of candles going. There's one beside my bed, and then there's one on the wall that they said to attach to the wall. But if you don't have a way to attach it to the wall, don't worry about it, guys. It's not that big a deal. But as you see, there's a candle there. There's a candle right there on that side of the bed. And then there's a candle up there in my moon one, which is blue. Here, I'll go closer. I'm just plugged in. See, the moon connects with that goddess energy. That is some more selenite up there, like a little ball of selenite. So that's a good thing to connect with. And we create just, you know, like the energy. We got the candles going all over the place. We have all the different ones with stuff in there, like for love, for relaxing, for calming, for being open and receptive. We've got the two little dolphins that are connected. We've got the two little lamps that I'll probably bring beside my bed tonight, if they're still going when I'm done. We've got everything we need, and I printed out this stuff so that I could, you know, give you guys a little bit about her. There's her, okay, crescent moon, owl, her sacred animal, and also the nocturnal creature par excellence. So the owl is about wisdom, and that's another synchronicity for me. I had done a, like, connect to the wisdom of the owl meditation years ago when I was doing in-person events, and it was like on this night, like, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 years ago, I was doing the owl, which is basically connects to Athena, connects to Selene, connects to Nyx. So how to perform it? You can dedicate an altar to her. You could perform some moon rituals, which we're going to be doing on, I believe, the 5th or the 6th, whatever night the Friday night is. The Divine Essentials channel, we're going to be connecting with Freya. Connect with the dead, enjoy the night. Her favorite offerings are starry items to evoke her natural setting. Moon-related items to honor her favorite element to spread light into the darkness. Milk, linked to the moon, but also to fertility. Then we have the prayer for Nyx, and the Nyx rejuvenating sleep ritual. You could get 3 long light blue candles, or just candles, you know, if they're not blue, it's okay. Some fresh mint leaves, a pink glass for women, blue for men. I'm doing the black. I'm creating my own. Being creative. Moon water or simple water, and a pinch of salt. Okay? So I got my salt, I got my mint leaves, I got my milk, I've got the empty glass, and then I got the moon water that I've been creating. It's, you know, been up there from one of the nights that we did one of the moon rituals on the Divine Essentials channel. And then we have how to perform it. So it's best prepared an hour before going to bed. First, we put the mint leaves under the pillow where we will sleep. On the bedside table, free from anything else, we put the glass of water. And then we add the salt and then place the candles on one on each side of the bed. and one attached to the wall. And then light all 3 candles, and you will come back to the bed after an hour to go to sleep completely naked. Before bedtime, you will say Nyx, goddess of the night, 8 times. You will leave the candles lit until they consume themselves, and in the morning you will throw the water out of the glass, and it's okay to throw it out in the bathroom. You could do something with Nyx artwork. Many of her representations depict her as a woman holding 2 children, the white one representing Hypnos, god of sleep, and the black one representing Thanatos, god of death. The best representation, in my opinion, is the one showing Nyx running, while wrapped in her black cape, and with an owl, a sacred animal to her, flying over her. I just laugh because I'm wearing my black silk and my black and white scarf from my belly dancing days. But we will pour some water and get everything going. I'm going to add one of these. What I'm going to do at the end is take one of these to each side of my bed and move the little blue one into the cubby above my head. I just don't want to put it over there with the dogs right now because I'm not there to be like, no, 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 don't burn yourselves, because they're dumb if they do stupid shit. The whole bed will be on fire and I'll be like, oh my God, God, it's Nyx, no. Let me see. LOL, I love milk. I'm a milk addict. Oh, gosh. That's kind of a weird thing. Oh, I love starry items. Stephen Nyx. Yeah. Oh, and one about spending. Oops. LOL, mostly food. It's night here. Oh, you can do it tonight. Yeah. Whenever you want. Obsidian is gorgeous. Yes. Blue Oyster Cult, The Reaper. LOL, one of my favorite Blue Oyster Cult songs. Yes, I love the Crescent Moon. Me and Twin both connect at night. Celine or Diana. Both of them are, like, there's a lot of Diana, the one with the bow and arrow. She connects with the moon. Artemis connects with the moon. Artemis and Diana, I think, are, like, the same. That's the thing, guys. Like, there's, like, so many that are wrapped up in the same stuff. It's just a matter of where you were, you know. There's the Greek. Then there's the Roman, then there's the Egyptian, then there's the natives, then there's, like, the Quero shamans. There's so many things. And most of the stuff that I connect with comes from, like, the Greek mythology. Like, it resonates the most for me. It makes sense to me. Feel like a resonance. Bridget, because of the name. And it's like, I didn't know what she was all about until after I was already all about what she's all about. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty weird. I think your name holds a frequency and it matters. That's why, like, back in the day, people weren't named out the gate. It's like, you used to just be like a blacksmith. You have become a blacksmith, so we call you blacksmith. Okay. You know, there used to be a time when there was no name for nothing. And we just started, I'm like, how did you come up with, like, dog instead of ruff ruff? Like, you know? Like, it's all weird. It's all weird. Everything here is weird. I ask a lot of fucking weird questions all the time to myself. I'm like, why is it like that? Who came up with that? I think we all should. But, there's also a prayer here. Nyx, mother of the night, mother of sleep, mother of death. Might your darkness embrace me. Might your energy caress me. Might you be mine, and might I be yours. Blessed be. Okay? So I'm going to open up sacred space and get this going. And then I'm going to go to bed again because I'm still tired. And I think it's always a good idea, guys, to have some sort of protection ritual, whether it's using this Palo Santo, using, like, you cast yourself a circle with some salt, you know, and it's like, you know, just make a circle. Or put it in the corner of your room. I'm going to put some in front of my door because I want to be protected. And I don't want any darkness that's not invited to come on in that invited one, you know? So I set clear intention. I, you know, protect myself. Because if not, I end up fucking unable to walk and shit. I'm like, what happened? I trusted everybody to be nice to me. Oh, stupid bitch. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Here we go. And this has quartz on it, which is nice for the crown. Quartz, clear quartz, smoky quartz, selenite. All of those things are good. the color white, the color silver, anything with the moon, anything with the owl. And I am going to call on the winds of the south, the great serpent. Wrap your coils of light around us, and teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin. Teach us to walk softly on the earth. Teach us your beauty way. To the winds of the west, Mother, Sister, Jaguar, come to our medicine space. You who knows the way beyond death, allow us to connect. Show us the way across the rainbow bridge. To the winds of the north, to the grandmother hummingbird, to the ancient ones, those who've come before us and those who will come after us, our children's children. We honor you and we thank you for your wisdom. Reminding us to lift out of the darkness and negativity in our lives by embracing it, by pushing through it instead of avoiding it, by mastering it, balancing our duality, reminding us to stop often and to drink from the sweet nectar of life. To the winds of the east, great eagle condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun. Allow us to rise wing to wing with the Great Spirit. Allow us to see through the eyes of our heart and our soul. Allow us to rise above all the storms in our lives to new heights where we can perceive all things great and small, where we can understand compassionately, we can empathize, and we can connect with the great Creator with gratitude and foresight. And to our sacred Mother, Pachamama, the Spirit of the Earth, we've gathered for the healing of all your children, the stone people, the plant people, the creepy crawlers, the rock, the finned, the furred, the winged ones, all of our relations. And we honor you and we thank you for all that you provide to us, the sustenance, our shelter, our food, our clothing, everything. The air that we breathe, the sun that gives us warmth, and the moon that allows us to see in the dark. And to the star nations, to the great Creator, you who are known by 1,000 names and you who are the unnameable. We've gathered for the healing of all your children. And we ask for you to give us the energies and frequencies of Nyx. Allow us to see with the eyes of the owl. Allow us to balance our inner and outer selves. Allow us to embrace the milk of the universe. Allow us to quench our thirst with the blessed water of Mama Kocha, the healer of water. Let us call on Isis, the Sirius star system, Orion, Osiris, the counterpart, to the seven sisters, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the Lyrans, our ancestors from ancient times. We honor, we give gratitude for all that we have learned along the way and for all the blessings that we have now. With more on the way every day, everything is working out for us. We are no longer afraid of the darkness because we understand it is within us. And it is our choice to be light or dark. And it is okay to embrace both sides of yourself accordingly, to protect yourself, to illuminate yourself, to fully understand and comprehend the vastness of yourself, the inner workings of why things work or fall, the reasons why you feel as you do, and how to shift it, how to heal it, how to rise out of it, and how to help others when you know the way. I take this mint to my bed as an offering. I take garnet, citrine, and obsidian to charge and activate with the light and the dark. I take the moon water and I pour a glass. I'm going to place both of these beside the bed as well. And we have our sea salt. I'm going to add this to the cup. There was oil in it that I took out. Now my hand is sticky from the oil. One of the nights that I did a ritual blessing, I added oils to the water. And so oil and water don't mix unless you put like something in it, like alcohol or I can't think of the other name, witch's hazel. If you put that into your water, it will make it so the oil will mix with the water. But there was a big like clunk of oil in the water because it never mixed together. So keep that in mind. If you add essential oils to your bath, add milk to your bath first. It will mix into it. It will stick to it, to the fatty stuff within the milk. And then your bath will actually, matter. But if you're just getting into the bath with oil and water, it's not going to mix, and it's just going to sit on the top of the water, and it's going to be a waste of your essential oils. A lot of people, may not know that stuff. So that stuff I didn't know till I went through my master advanced class for aromatherapy. All right, so we have candles here too. Ones that I didn't light yet. Blue candles are what they called for, but again, you could do white, you could do whatever color you feel called to do. It's again up to you, but I do have one of my twin flame blue ones, and I have some other here that are blue, and I'm just going to light them in the honor of Nyx. And I will end up, leaving stuff out for her. And if you wanted her to keep working with you, you would want to keep giving her offers. Get a picture of the owl up there, which I think I do have a picture of an owl. Don't I? Yes, I do. And I have some pictures of the Pleiades that I'm going to bring up that are downstairs right now. But I had a friend who was a photographer, and she got Lyme disease years ago, and I haven't seen her in a long time. We never had any falling out or anything, but I think she got really sick, and she had taken this and gave it to my mother when my mother was in the hospital. But obviously my mother is no longer here, so now I have it. And it's a snowy owl down in the Duxbury Beach where I live, in Duxbury. So it's nice, it goes together with all of this stuff, and it's personal, make it your own. Don't be going by a book. Don't be going by the rules all the time. Like if you know something makes sense, then yeah, bring it in. The dark and the white, it makes sense. The moon right here makes sense. The dark crystals make sense. The black Himalayan salt mixed with the pink salt, because they said, pink for the feminine and blue for the masculine. I've got the blue here. I got the blue here. I've got the black and the pink here. I've got the blue here. I've got my dolphins up there. I don't know if you guys can see them. The dolphin, those are from downstairs, but they match that altar that came from I will share it again. It's in my stories. If you go to my like highlight stories, like the little circles on top of my pictures, you'll see the company that made that. It's only $100 for that altar, and you can get all the stuff with it. The person sent it to me just so I could review it. She didn't ask me to like share it with anybody or anything like that, but I shared it as a lot because I think it's awesome. I really like the little draws on it. And yeah, we've got all that stuff here. I feel like I'm going to do a couple of bay leaves because I'm crazy and I really like them. I'm a weirdo. I can't help it. Oh, let me get up here. Obsidian. Okay, I saw that. F for my ass off. Bridget is from Somerset, and so is Patrick, but I hate Patrick. Don't talk about him. Patrick's a dick. All Patricks are dicks. We don't talk to them. We don't know him. Like Mariah Carey doesn't know fucking whoever. Who was it about that she didn't know? I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know him. Patrick was the son of a Roman. He was not a fucking saint. At least Bridget was an actual goddess and not just a liar. Boop, 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 boop. The person that used to beat the shit out of me all the time when I was a young girl was named Patrick. The one that stalked me and went to jail recently, his name was Patrick. He's a piece of shit. He tried to kill me, and I put his butt in jail more than once. I'll put it back in there again. We ask for luck. We ask for protection. We ask for the divine intervention. We ask for abundance. We ask for true love. We ask for guidance from above. We bring in our truth. We bring in the fire. We bring in all we desire. We call on Nyx to clear up shit and to help us with all of it. We burn these leaves. We burn the time. We speed up the manifesting in our lives. We know the way, night or day. We trust all we want is on its way. We are divine. We are loved. We are watched over from those above. We honor the sacred. We honor the divine. And all I want is already mine. He looked out the window again, and a heron must have been in the tree, and it flew again. I'm blessed as Ra is the heron. Yeah. I'm sorry, I've never liked the name Christina Stevens. Christina. Yeah, no. Like we don't like certain names because they associate. That's what I mean. Like when you put a name on a person, you're giving them the energy and frequency of that name. So it's like, yeah, all Patricks are assholes. You know, they're just assholes. They lie and they do stupid shit. He was a Roman son that they were like, oh, Saint Patrick, he got out. There was no serpents in Ireland. Ireland is an island that there's never had any serpents on. Serpents were the Druids, the last of those who were like connected to the mysteries. The ones who knew the mysteries of the oak trees. The ones who knew how to shroud the island in fog and mist to keep themselves safe from the assholes out there, like fucking Patricks, who came over to get rid of all the serpents. The serpents was the name of the last Druid people who were keeping the mysteries alive, and they were the sacred teachers and the sages and all of that. And, you know, he went in there and eradicated them, just like they did with all of any other people in all the places. Oh, yeah, Christopher Columbus, he came over and discovered, you know, America. He just discovered all the people here, too, who were already here. So you didn't discover fucking shit. You can't discover something that people already have. You stole it. You killed them. You lied. You learned from them. You took everything they had to teach you, and then you fucking murdered them and stole their women. Some of my favorite singers and actresses are Christina. LOL. 555. Druid means wisdom of the oak. There we go. There we fucking go. Did you guys know all that about Mr. fucking St. Patrick with his little cauldron of fucking gold? No. They put a little special fucking leprechaun on it and make you fucking go to the pier. Oh, parade day for asshole man who fucking did horrible shit across the land. Nyx, let's eradicate all the Patricks. This is middle baseball. I like it. They brought plague to the lands too. Did you know that? Did you know Christopher Columbus went down to South America before he came here? Did you know the first woman who was burnt at the stake was from down there at the islands that they brought fucking up here? And they were like, oh, You're a witch because she did shit from her land to like protect the woman in the house that she was now a fucking slave for because they went and stole her from her place, and the asshole man there kept beating up the wife, and she was like, let me help you, we'll make a fucking thing. And they were like, oh, kill her. She got away with it actually because she admitted it. She mind fucked them all, and they were like, oh, she got away. But she was the first one arrested for being a witchcraft. She didn't burn at the stake, but other people did. Lots of people did. But she was the first one in the Salem trials, and she got off because she was like the actual witch that mind fucked them all. Like, I don't know, man. All I know is he wasn't doing anything good. They lied to us. They lied to us because they wanted everybody to be Christians and believe in that story, which is the Sumerian story of Enki and Enlil and all of them, Marduk, and freaking all these people who, you know, and then Isis and Osiris. It's the same story as marrying Jesus. Don't get caught up on the people because it's not that. That's what I say. Like Ashtar could be motherfucking Archangel Michael. It's like, it's an energy and a frequency of a being. But everybody wants to label everything here like, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. Oh, this one's better than that one. Oh, no, your God is no good. Oh, no, your God. They're the same fucking person. It's the same fucking story, but everybody's been lied to their whole fucking lives. Oh, I'm mad. It is all the same. It's like, it's so dumb. It's just all, like, okay. Oh, her husband got trapped up by chaos, the darkness. Their son, God, is the Son God, not the Son of God. Jesus was just like us. Jesus was just like us, but he was like, this is how we manifest. This is how we heal ourselves. You know, he performed miracles that a lot of people are performing these days, but like, he was fucking, you know, oh no, bad guy, because of it, until he fucking died and resurrected, which Osiris did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years before him. And before him, the Sumerian gods did the same motherfucking thing. There's even, the Epic of Gilgamesh is Noah's Ark. It's the same thing, it's the same shit, all across all these places. I've looked it up, I studied it for fucking so long. I was just in my basement for like years, like, oh my god, Atlantis, like maybe here, maybe there, boop, boop, boop. It's just crazy. But they are the ones that fucking directed it all. Like, I was just a douchebag, dumb girl, driving around in nice cars thinking I was cool. And then I was like, oh my god, I don't want to drive this car anymore, it takes too much gas. Like, totally shifted from being an ego-ruled moron to crying over using too much gas. Like, totally different person that came into me. Same as Captain Cook and Polynesian Islands. They nearly killed everyone in Hawaii with all the people down in South America. There was so many of them. I can't remember it was actually right around the time I was looking up Nick's stuff originally, and I found out about all this fucked up shit that they did. And I never knew that. I never knew he went down there and killed, like, literally, like, when they got there, this was the way it was. It was like, when he got there, like 30,000 people were there. When he left there was like 500, because he killed them all with just being a fucking idiot. Just being a dumb fucking idiot. And then he took people with him and made them fucking travel to be fucking slaves. Ugh. And there was tons of Irish slaves, too, back in the day. My name, Bridget, you know, there's good parts of it, but there's also the part of it where people in New York used to call all the prostitutes and shit Bridgets. Oh, it's a Bridget. My Bridget, you know what my Bridget did? You know what my Bridget did? Like, they could compare and contrast, like, the worst of the worst. Oh, she got knocked up. She's not married. I'm gonna send her into the country, shave her fucking head, and then throw her baby down into the toilet. There's a place in Ireland where they found 600 dead babies underneath it, which was like a house for people like that. Unwed mothers that they sent off into the country, shaved their fucking head, God knows why, probably just to fuck with them a little more, and then took their babies and killed them. It still happens in Haiti right now. It's messed up shit. All the bollocks saw him. Pitcairn Island is the most remote island. Yeah, there's like one untouched island, and it's literally because anybody who touches it, those people fucking kill. They like throw fucking things into the air. They take like helicopters out with their fucking spears and shit. Like some Christian missionary went there and got murdered because he's like, I'm gonna go over and I trust and believe in the power of God that I'm not gonna be murdered by the guys that we know have murdered everybody who's attempted in the past. Sure, good move, guy. Like, he fucking, it's not funny, but it is funny because that's how fucking brainwashed people get. Like, common sense. If they're an uninhabited, like, they've never been fucking contacted. They don't know other than basic instinct, basic human, and they say that, like, even if you just leave a normal person by themselves for too long, they will start to become more animalistic and, like, they will start to, just get, like, rabid. Like, think of, when the guy on the island there, Wilson, it was his only fucking friend, he bawled his eyes out, he got a little animalistic on that island. He came back and reintegrated, but he was never the same. I'm behind 57. Yes, it was in a septic tank. Yep. British people can actually move to Pitcairn and claim benefits. Nice. Our history is think about, it's his story, okay? Think of it in that way. If you're living in the United States, they're going to paint a nice little picture for you. They're going to be, oh yeah, the Native Americans, they had their nice little Thanksgiving dinner. No. That is not what happened. They're fucking liars. And then if you live in fucking Ireland, they're gonna paint a nice, really good picture, and it's the Catholic Church, the Vatican. The Vatican is like a shrine of all the shit they stole from every other fucking country. That's literally what it looks like in there. It's just a bunch of shit that they stole and are like, now this is mine because we want it, and because we went around and we erased every other history. So his story versus his story. You've got to look for the middleman. You've got to look to the ancient people who passed it down through word of mouth. Even in Egypt, like, the people there don't align with the bullshit shit that comes out of, like, the antiquity dude. He lies his ass off. There's so much unexplored shit there because he just won't let anybody go in there. And it's like, he's one of those guys that just lives forever. I'm like, why is he still there doing that? Like, can't we get a new guy in? Like the Queen, she seemed to live for fucking ever. I'm like, what is going on? We need a new thing. Oh, I know. I don't like US. I'm like, I feel like an asshole just being here, being associated with them. They're like if you think of like China, they have ancient wisdom. You think of like other countries, they have ancient wisdom. You come to the United States and like we're the brand new assholes on the block who just are like bullies, just asshole bullies. And it's like, I'm not proud to be American anymore because of the way that they are. Really. And I think anybody that lives here, if they really think about it, without getting all up in the, like, because that's the mind fuckery shit that they do to people. Oh, you gotta be patriotic. You can be patriotic and like, care about the troops that are being fucking sent off to fight wars that are just imaginary at this point and whatever. But, like, don't support people who are, like, doing the shit we're doing without knowing what they're doing. Don't just put on Fox News or ABC or NBC or any of them and buy the story that you're getting without looking around the world first and listening to the people in the other parts of the world telling you what's actually going on. That's why people like me get silenced. That's why people like me, when I start saying shit too much about too much, oh, well, weird, you know? That's why I want to go on Rumble, so I can just rumble. Are you ready to rumble? I'll tell you the fullness of everything that I've fucking believed and seen. And again, you don't need to take my truth. Take your own fucking truth from it. Come up with your own conclusions by it. Don't just accept what someone else says just because someone else is older, or someone else seems to know more, or someone else fucking raised you, or somebody else is like got a fucking little special certificate that means they passed some classes somewhere that goes along with the narrative that they want you to fucking think. Think for yourself. Free your mind. Stop letting these people and these... stop letting it happen. We're gonna have to fight, guys. We really need to do something before it gets really, really in a bad way. People are not gonna they're gonna try to trick you into this whole digital currency thing. Oh, it's so much nicer. You'll be able to get your money faster. No, you won't. You know what that's gonna be like? If you're late on a bill, oh, you can't go in your car today. You know, those smart cities that they want to do is basically a new futuristic fucking concentration camp. When you're told what time to be in, when you're told what time you can leave, when you're told you can't leave the fucking country unless you get the shots that they want you to get shot, all that shit. They're doing it at this time. Just everybody's so distracted with their ADHDs. Stop diagnosing yourselves that. I know it's funny. I do have it, but we don't need to own it, because the more we think that and the more we say that and the more we program our subconscious mind to believe that, the more it's going to be harder for us to focus on what we need to focus on and fight for what we need to fight for, which is our basic rights and our instincts to survive and thrive. You know, do you ever make a little money on the side for something? Do you ever want to just be able to buy something for your friend without paying taxes on it? You know what I mean? You want to support somebody, give them $500. They want to know everything you're doing with all of it, because they can tax you for it. They've been trying to tax people. I'm like, how much money do you fucking guys need in your imaginary fucking monopoly land? Because money was just created and it pulled out, right? It used to be gold that backed it. Now there's nothing backing it. That's why the fucking dollar is crashing. And everybody else in this world is trying to go into cahoots. And U.S. is looking dumb. Just doo-doo-doo. But people don't even know that, because they don't pay attention. It's you don't need to watch the fucking news to pay attention to it. Just watch other people talking and think about, what is their reason to lie to me right now? Why does Bill Gates own the fucking majority of all the farmland? That's a little suspect, especially because he's all about GMOs. Why are people against GMOs? Because they fucking are known to cause cancer. So why is this guy getting all the farmland to give us cancer? Why do you think all these things are going on with people changing their sex and feeling confused and letting kids that can't even drive, they can't buy this, can't buy that, can't go to war, can't do this, can't smoke. You gotta ask for permission to fucking go on a fucking roller coaster. But you can change your body parts up and never be able to reproduce, because that's a great way to lower the fucking population when you start fucking with people on that level and getting them confused about that stuff. And, at a young age, they're doing it. I don't care if you're an adult and you want to change your shit, go ahead. But if you're under 18 and you can't drink and you can't smoke and you can't drive, at least 16, guys. But at 16, for me, I know I would have regretted that. I had tattoos from fucking not that long ago that I regret. We grow, we change, we evolve. We don't want to be choosing to become a different fucking person at that age. Love yourselves, accept yourselves. You can love yourself, have your body parts, and still be more masculine or feminine. You don't want to change your natural thing. It's just your natural thing that came in. They chose it for you. Chose it. You were here. You got it. Here you go. Embrace it. Love it. Look in the mirror. Like I was saying earlier, the self-love thing. Look in the mirror. Find the thing that's about you that you love the most. I love my lips. At least I've got these lips, right? And feel the feeling of that love that you have for your lips or your eyes or your ass or whatever the fuck it is. And then take that love to all the places that you don't love. Maybe it's cellulite. Maybe it's you got a big fat this or a big little that or not enough here or whatever the fuck you've been telling yourself about yourself. And bring the love there and shift the energy of it, and I guarantee you it will start to reflect back to you a beautiful reflection. You'll love your body more. You'll accept yourself more. You'll feel better about who you are, and you won't want to change your body parts. You won't need to change your body parts because you will accept yourself fully as you are. Whether you're a man that's kind of feminine or a woman that's kind of masculine, it doesn't fucking matter. But you don't need to change yourself or chop things off so that you can't, do the basic thing of reproducing and shit like that. That's basic instinct. We would not exist if that shit was happening on the scale that they're trying to get to happen. They killed the dodo? What? I would say overall Britain has a lot of influence in Australia, but times are changing. I think Australia it wasn't doing too good when I saw recently. They had fucking armed troops walking all over the streets, and they all gave over all their guns and shit. So they're unarmed citizens with armed troops. That is literally a fucking militia state where it's like you don't step out of line because you get shot. Do you guys want that? I know I don't. Because, like, they already go off and do stupid shit now for no fucking reason. These, like, cops with, like, power trips and shit. That's psychological shit that people are getting done. Go look into the fucking Montauk Project. That's been going on through the airwaves. That's why I don't watch TV, and I keep telling people not to watch TV. I say unplug your TV. The frequency that comes through that will fuck you up. Do you know right now in San Francisco, I see you say the homeless, in San Francisco, they're like, if you are, transgender, they will help you to find, like, money and shelter and all that stuff, but not the other homeless people, not the other people without jobs. I'm like, that right there is the problem in this world. It's like, oh, let's give all these people extra support and extra love and make them special. Let's give them an incentive to do this thing. Let's make it seem like it's great. Let's make it, we're going to give you money if you do that. We're going to give you a place to live if you do that. That's going to be much easier for you. And even if people, because asshole people out there won't be that, but they'll lie about it so they can get all that shit. And then other people, it's like, the 100th monkey effect. Once 100 people start doing it, more and more and more and more. That's why you see the spiritual community out here with all these people, got the crystals and the shit, but they don't know what they're doing because they're just mimicking the other stuff that they're seeing. Oh, I like that. I'm going to get it. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it represents, but I like it. And that's okay because that's where it starts. But we're in a fight right now. We're in a fight between them fucking making everybody stupid and, like, confused and distracted and not knowing. And then the other side of it is, like, people, like, waking up and learning and figuring it out and seeing through the fucking facade and the lies and the bullshit that's going on and trying to help other people wake up. But it's a fucking battle because we get silenced. We get reprimanded. We get scared. We get nervous. We get all this shit. People don't want to go against the grain. They don't want to go against the majority, but you need to. What just happened with COVID, like, anybody who's trying to act like that didn't just happen, you've got to wake up and see that just happened. And now people are dying because of it. And it's like, it was all a master thing. It's all part of the big fucking show. Yeah. Yeah, they do that too. They start fires in places. They don't care about you or me. Think about you. Do you care about some senator guy and, like, what goes on in his family? Are you really going to be, like, saddened if he's gone all of a sudden? If people don't know the person, they don't care. They don't empathize. But we need more people who are empathizing and realizing what's going on. And everybody's being desensitized. These kids that are going in and shooting up everybody in their school. I was like, I'm not one of those, like, it's the video games. It really is the fucking video games that are, like, setting people up to be that way. I saw a little kid flipping out. Like, I went to look up just, like, a funny thing, and I ended up clicking on this kid, and the way that he was losing his fucking mind over a simple thing, I was like, that right there is that rage that kids can't handle, that will get a gun and go in and do what they do. And, like, there's projects that happen where they literally fucking will choose a kid and fuck him up intentionally so that he does do that shit. Because it's like, then it makes it easier, because when the parents are scared, they want to have more protection. They want to take away the guns. They want to do all the stuff that puts you right into the vulnerable position that you don't want to be in. And it's all part of a bigger fucking plan. Yeah, we are. I was sad when the Queen died too, because it was like, it was a thing, and I was like, oh my God. But I'm just like, she was one of those people, like, she was here forever. And her, like, it only takes 2 generations to wipe out so many skills. Like, there's a whole generation of people that knows how to sew and knows how to cook and knows how to do the things that, like, the newer generations would be lost with if you were like, here, you gotta sew. They don't even know how to put a fucking cassette tape into a tape player. Like, they don't even know what that is. They don't know stuff that's, like, basic, like, what do you mean, man? Like, yeah, there wasn't a bunch of records around when I was, like, growing up, but I still knew what they were. Like, I'm not dumb. I'm not oblivious to the world around me. Like, I'm still aware of history. Like, I don't know. I just think there's literally a thing that's going on where people are, they're being dumbed down intentionally. The school system was set up for that, specifically to do that. And they push you and put, oh, you gotta graduate. Oh, you gotta know what you want to be for the rest of your life. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't. You'd be better off to get the fuck out of there, because it's just an indoctrination program to keep you compliant with the rest of the people around you. The bystander effect of, oh, if nobody else is going to do anything to fucking fight against this atrocity in front of me, I'll sit here and watch it too. And that's fucked up. People, don't let it happen in front of you. Do something. You can feel it in your gut when it's wrong. Some girl went into school one day and her teacher was like, if anybody touches this fish, you're fired. Or not fired, you're failed. You fail for the year, you're blah, 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 blah. Don't anybody touch this fucking fish, blah, 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 blah. Took the fish out of the tank, put it onto the desk, starts flopping and flopping, and he walks out of the fucking room. And all the kids sat there in a circle watching this fish die. And only one of them, out of all of them, fucking got up and did something about it because of the bystander effect. Only one will do it. And once one does it, others will follow. But somebody needs to do it first. And you can't be afraid to be the one that does it if you're somewhere where everybody's like... Because once you're like, guys, we're not doing this, they're like, okay, yeah. Because they don't want to be doing it. But somebody needs to say it for them. And then we're good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the newer generations, there's some like that, and then there's some who are still under the fog of the illusion. Like, the newer people that are here is waves. We had the first wave, the second wave, the third wave. Some of the third wave are nonverbal, like they don't communicate, but they are telepathically communicating with you. And if you want to communicate with them and you're not a nonverbal, you need to practice meditation and getting into the telepathic realm of understanding and doing astral projection and stuff like that, because they will communicate with you. But they're on a higher frequency than you, and you need to get up there to talk to them, to reach them, if you can't. And then there's other kids that are coming in, and it depends, like they may wake up. We have like a fucking ticking time bomb in us. And some things are going to click people on, and some things are going to click people off. But there's an agenda at play to keep people off. So keep waking up and keep being the one to take the fucking lead and show people what to do so they can keep going and keep growing and keep sharing and keep, like, we want the 100 monkey effect on our side. There was an island, right? There's monkeys on the island. The people taught the monkeys there how to wash their fruit so that it didn't, be all sandy and gross. So one monkey's doing it, then another monkey sees what he's doing, he does it. Another one sees it, he does it. Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Okay? Till so many on there are doing it, right? Then all of a sudden, monkeys on the other island who've never seen it and have never been shown it started doing it. Because we have a collective consciousness that we are connected. That makes more sense about, like, the pyramids and shit, right? Like, oh, maybe they weren't talking to each other, but they were highly connected on a telepathic frequency. When that pyramid was being constructed, that pyramid was being constructed. When these people started using jade for this, these people started using jade for this. Or there was a global civilization. We don't really know. All possibilities are out there, but explore and find what makes sense for you. But know that that stuff exists. That's why when you think of somebody and they call you, oh, wow, I was just thinking about you. Because they were thinking about you. You felt it. You knew it. You fucking saw it and retrieved it and got it. You gotta trust it, though, because they want you to doubt that. They want you to dismiss that. Oh, I'm not crazy. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Only people who see UFOs are like hillbillies. That was conditioned into us way back in the day when they had their little spacemen and the little fucking flying discs scaring everybody. Oh, they're mutilating the cows. Blah, blah, blah. Like, if they wanted us dead or to mutilate us, we'd be dead and mutilated by now. They are far, far more advanced than us. They want us to wake up and save humanity, but we have free will. So we have to choose to do it. We have to ask for help. We have to keep reminding ourselves that we have the power within us. But it's a battle every day to remind ourselves. It's a battle every day to not be taken down by the dark. It's a battle every day to feel defeated and sad and upset about the ways of the world. But don't let it get you too sad. Get mad. I've been thinking about you. Not sure what I am, but I'm from the 90s. I got Pluto and Scorpio. Yeah, you're here to change. You're here to transform. If you got Pluto and Scorpio, guys, you are here to make shit shake. Tori Amos. 1977, I think, like, this is the thing, too. Years don't matter. But around 1977, and a little before, and a little after, that's when the Blu-rays started coming in. After them was the Indigos. After them was the Crystal and the Rainbow Children. Those are the ones coming in right now. A lot of the younger people are the Indigo, like the ones that are really in your face and in your, stuff. The generation, like from like 77 into like the early 80s, the Blu-rays are the forgotten ray. They're more quiet, they're more timid, they're more whatever. But I also feel like we shift rays as we heal. There's a magenta ray, there's a lot of other rays, but those are the main rays. The blue ray works with Archangel Michael. It's a forgotten ray. You feel depressed, you feel like nobody knows you. You had gifts as a child, you knew the magic existed, but then you turned it off. You feel like an outcast. You feel like your family doesn't, it's not your family. It's like nobody really gets you. You'd rather just spend your time alone in the dark. But then you get too sad there. So you got to come out and connect with other people. And when you do come out and connect with other people, you start tapping into your indigo, your louder self, your more attuned self, your higher vibrating self, the self that's ready to protect others. The indigo is a fighter. It's like, I'm a crusader. I will fucking fight for my right to partay. And then the indigos and the rainbows are the sensitive ones. They're the ones that are nonverbal. They're the ones that are autistic. They're the ones that see things differently. They're the ones that are letting the next ones come and the next ones come and the next one. And I don't even know what's next. But it's going to keep evolving. There's going to be, a lot of things that happen with the consciousness that's shifting and timelines are merging and splitting. And we are going to have shifts among people. It's like people come and go out of your life, right? Like, it's like, oh, remember that person from all those years ago that I was like so close to them and then just stopped talking to them? Because your frequency shifted. You moved into a different like dimension that's still coexisting. You might bump into each other and go out and come back. But you will realize, like, if you want to go to the next level, you've got to let go of the ones that are holding you down to the bottom level that you were in, or keeping you back from the evolution of your consciousness and of your expansion and all of that stuff. And it sucks because it's a lonely fucking ride when you keep having to do that, because not everybody is going to keep up with you, and you may not keep up with others. Some people are going to excel, some people are going to fall behind. Some people you'll catch up with and bypass them, and then they're going to blow right by you. And it's not a race, but it's something you should be like consciously trying to create all the time in your life. Because the more you do, the better off everybody on the planet will be. Blu-ray Heyuka. Curious, sis, what would me and Steven be? He's 25 and I'm 40. You'd probably be holding on to Blu-ray. Like, you're probably a mix of Blu-ray, indigo, and he's probably a mix of indigo, crystal, or rainbow. And again, you can change. If you activate your DNA strands and shit, and you go through the upgrades and the downloads and the frequency things, you will realize, like, I was never capable of speaking up and yelling and being like, yeah, I would never fucking say half the shit. Like, I was nervous to say stuff, like, not even that long ago on one of my channels, because I know people get silenced for saying certain things, and I'm like, I don't even attempt it. But now I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck. But we go through those ages, too, of, like, the mother maiden crone. We become more powerful. The more we get our heart broken, the more we get burnt down, the more people fuck us up, the more people, abandon us or hurt us or do whatever, the more we see other people suffer, the more minorities that we know about, the more dead babies I learn about, the more shit that keeps happening here, the more fucking fired up I get, and the more mad I get, and the more I want to fucking help people to see it all and stop doing the things that are fucking destroying themselves. But it's hard because that's not what's wanted here by a lot of people in powerful positions. Is a 5-year age gap a twin flame thing? No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. There's some people that there's no rule. There's no rule on anything, really. Like, there's a lot of people out there, you're going to find your wave that you fit with. Me and my twin flame were 11 days apart in the same year, in the same month, in the fucking same hospital. Like, weird shit. That was our thing, though. Like, our initials are in order, too. I went first, he went after me. I'm a B, he's a C. I'm an R, he's an S. I'm 5'18", he's 5'29". 1, 2, 8, 9, B, C, R, S. What the fuck? Weird shit. My mom and my dad, same stuff. My dad's 3. My mom's 4 and I'm 5. And it's like 3, 4, 5. And just those numbers are in your shit. Your number codes, your frequencies, your things that are going to indicate things to you about people are there. But you've got to explore it. I can't do it for you. You need to explore it because it's going to be significant to you. And if you haven't gone through the Alcyon Light Healing teachings that are free on YouTube, go and do it, because I talk about a lot of the stuff that I did to figure out the stuff with the numerology and my name and the codes and the booms and like the Pleiadian lineup and all the weird shit that you're already, like you are the only one that can really don't let me tell you your life. Don't let me tell you who you are. You tell you who you are. See, and you can have a lot of those types of things too, like similar appearance, similar mindset, similar things, but you can be very different too. It's like at our core, we both like this and this and this. Fundamentally, we're both like, we don't believe in this and that, and like that's, whatever. But when it comes to how we approach our lives, one may be logical and one may be creative, one may be masculine, one may be feminine, one may be the leader, one may be the follower. But at the both of us, we both know that we're both like, we don't want to do this, we don't want to do that, but we do want to do that and this, and we would love to be there. And those are the things, like, because if you don't have those things in your connection, it's not going to work. Like, if you're really dead set on having kids and the other one's not, then that's not going to work. Unless that person's willing to compromise with you, but you need to find that out. And a twin flame is usually going to either, again, transform into the version of the self that mirrors you and matches you, because maybe things will change along the way that makes things like that shift for people if they heal their trauma, because some people don't want kids because of trauma that happened to them. But if they heal that trauma, they may want kids, and then all of a sudden that thing that was a block in your way is no longer blocking your way. But in your core, in your heart, in your soul, you will know if this person's the one or not, regardless of all those things. But there should be some basic things that like bring you guys together, that makes you like magnets, that makes you like, I've never felt like that before. Why do I only feel like this with you? And like both of you would be aware of that this is weird. Like I've never really had that happen. There's just something about it that you will know. But if you just try to force it on somebody, you can force it on them, but they're going to keep breaking that mold, and you're going to eventually realize that you're placing it on the wrong person, or you were doing something to yourself. Everybody's a mirror. Everybody's going to mirror something back to us regardless. And when people trigger us, it's like there's truth in it. When people evolve away from us, it hurts us because we know, like we can tell, like they're not the same anymore. There's something's just different. I just don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I just know. And then those people just disappear out of your life because they're no longer mirroring you. And that's okay. You need that to evolve and grow. And it can happen with your twin flame that happens, and then they come back. Like I said before, person I knew, we met 14, reconnected 24, then we got back around each other at like 34. And it was like, took 10-year breaks in between. It's weird shit like that. There's patterns, there's cycles. It's like a cyclical, weird fucking thing. And things speed up and things slow down, and people get scared, and people get lost, and people get attacked, people get fucking fucked with, people get traumatized, people have their attachment. You've got to learn a lot of things and grow in order to understand each other and to not keep triggering each other, because if you're in separation, there's a reason. If something's not working out to the degree where you're just content and happy, then there's something off, and you should look in the mirror of yourself rather than them and figure out what's going on with you to fix you, so that they can mirror to you that version. And if they're not ready to, if they still got work to do, love them unconditionally while they do it, but let them do it and live your life, and don't obsess about it, because you'll just create a timeline where they never get fixed because you're so obsessed on why are they doing this? Why are they doing that bad thing that I don't like them to do? Oh my God, why do they keep doing that? Why do they keep doing that? Why haven't they done this? Why haven't they done that? And the universe goes, here's more of that. It's literally as simple as that. Act as if. Act like they're already there. And detach to the idea of it having to be them. Just act like the person of your dreams is right there. When you get up at night, spooning. Just imagine you're spooning the love of your life. Whoever it is, be open to it. And if you truly trust deep down in your soul that it's them, then it will be them. But let them decide that and fill that role for them. He was nonverbal, but he made these noises, and I can, yeah, my ex's son was nonverbal, and I used to talk to him all the time in my head, and he would smile and laugh. I swear to God, he knew what I was saying. He could see, yes, they can. Yeah, get up and talk then, man. Can twin flames live far? Yes, man. What the hell are you coming up with these fucking weird questions, Samina Books? like, I'm like, where are you getting? I'm like, these are questions that it's just like weird. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I talked about this, like, do you listen when you're in here, man? Because I talked about this like last week about the people living in faraway places that traveled all that space to come together. And I've talked about the age differences and stuff like that. And you're always there. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to yell at you. I'm like, what? It just seems like one of those questions that, like, I've answered so many times and you're always there. So I'm like, where in the hell were you? The one thing that was scary was the first time we did our first public performance in my band. And the other 3 guys are seasoned pros, but it was my first musical performance. Nice. Yeah, sunglass. Like, I have a hard time looking at the camera. I have a hard time, like, looking at people, because I feel so much when I look at people. Like, when I look into their eyes, it's like, oh, I don't want to know all that. Like, you know what I mean? Or I don't want to feel all that. And I have a problem with people. I really, like, I don't even want to talk about it, because I just don't want to even create more of it. But I have a problem, like, where I have many reasons why I don't like it. It was scary at first because even our family dynamics are similar. Yeah, that's a good thing. I used to hang out in the library in school, and the person I liked hang out in the library. See? There'll be cute little things like that too. My person's so like, see? You guys will know. You don't have to convince me. You got to convince yourself. You got to truly believe it, because if you truly believe it, and they really are, they're going to they don't have to convince you. I'm 43, she's 29. We have the same tattoos. Sadly, connection was hijacked, and she was made to believe I was bad. Well, that happens, but if you prove you're not bad, she'll believe it. LOL, I've tried to run from him once, and vice versa. It did not work. Yeah. If your person's running from you, do the trick of turning around and going the other way, and they will feel it, and they'll come. Most of the time, people are doing the wrong thing, where they're, like, repelling the magnets. When you pick magnets, and you're like, oh, they're like, they can't go together. It's just, I just got to turn around. Just turn around the thing that's not working. Turn around to shift the energy. Yep. They will be your muse. We talked about that the other night. Yes, put in the work. Master yourself. I truly see myself in him. Yep. Me too, manifestor. Oh, goodness. There's so many comments, guys. Bridget, have you watched any of our other videos in my band? Not yet, but I keep seeing the stuff from, what is his name? Rick Astor. For some reason, every time I go on to, because I haven't really been going on to YouTube at all, but when I go on to YouTube and I share something or post something, Rick Astor is always right there. But I think it's because I shared his thing recently. I shared his after the one that I shared for you. So I'll share another one, and then it will probably pop up. But also, the algorithms will show, like, that's the thing, guys. Like, if you're always watching tarot readings, they're going to show you more tarot readings. Like, if you're a tarot reader and you put a lot of tarot readings out, they're going to show you more tarot readings. So, like, I'm not always on there watching music videos, so they're more likely to show me Rick's content of tarot readings than they are to show me, like, a music band that I shared one video of. You know what I mean? So, it's not personal. It's not the universe working against you. It's literally just algorithms. Yeah. Stop chasing. Go focus on you. Know that you're not bad. Your mirror is going to mirror to you. If you keep thinking that, like, she was told that I was bad, she's going to show you that because you're thinking about it, and your subconscious mind is wondering about it. You're still thinking about it. It's still in your mind. It's still there, or you wouldn't have set it up to me. So you got to go clear that out of your mind. You got to go clear that out and be like, I'm great. I'm good. She knows it. She loves me. She's coming to me because of it. But, like, not in a way of obsession, not where you're constantly thinking that. Just reprogram and let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. And work on your mind every night when you go to bed at night. Like, say some good positive thing. I'm a good guy. Because, like, I was believing I was a bad person from age fucking 4. And that was doing a lot of fucked up shit to my life. But I just healed that not too long ago because I've been working on subconscious mind. At first, I thought he was flirting, but then he kept dreaming even since childhood. Nice. I see he's right. He can feel me more than anyone. Wow. I actually have a YouTube channel with about 400 off videos, mostly shorts. What's the name of that one, Manifester? What's the name of that one? Because you didn't tell me the name of that one. God. Like, if people have something they want me to share, go put it in the form. Or send it to me somewhere where I'll see it, like into one of my Facebook groups, like the Moonaki group or the Elsion Light group. That's what you shared that day, was the Elsion Light Healing group. You shared that video. I knew about it. Boop, boop, boop. I shared it. I subscribed. You know, Rick went to my website. He put his stuff in. So boop, boop, boop. Now I share it all the time. Like, I'm not trying to not do it for people. People got to give it to me. Hello. Lucid dreaming. Yeah. I just started thinking about that tonight. If people are having trouble with lucid dreaming, it was like, it's a process. It's not going to, you know, you're not going to be an expert at it on the first go. It's going to take you some practice. It's going to take you some time to do the fullness of the vastness of what can be done. It's your name here, Manifester 1111. Okay. Well, how the fuck would I know? How many names you got, Manifester? You like me? Laughing my ass off. I thought he was on something, but now I believe him. It's the same as the YouTube. The same as... Okay, alright. Well, I looked for it before and I didn't find it. And when I looked for it, like, for Rick Astor, too, I couldn't find it. And that was a fucking hassle. I was like, Rick, I can't find it. Rick, I still can't find it. Then he puts it into the comments and YouTube hides it. So I'm like, okay, let me go make a fucking special form on my website so you can give me your link and I can share it without YouTube fucking with us. Because they want you to pay for your advertisements. Manifest. I've got it, man. I got it. I think there's a delay. All right. So we've been on for a while. I'm going to go to bed because we're supposed to be getting in bed, guys. You're supposed to be naked. You're supposed to be in bed right now. Calling on Nyx. You can watch this and do it anytime, you know. So... I'm probably going to go edit the screen recording of this and cut off some of the, like, unnecessary parts and then upload it onto YouTube. And I will add the first one that got cut off because they didn't like what we were talking about. And, yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow for another goddess. I know you've been talking to me on YouTube for 2 years now with that name, but I looked for that name before Manifester and I never saw it. I couldn't find it. It's not that I didn't try. I did. Because I assumed if you had one, it would be that one. But when I looked, it wasn't there. I couldn't find it. Same thing with Rick Astor. Couldn't find his. Both of his that he has. It's not a personal attack. It just happens because fucking YouTube sucks. But I love you anyways. And I will be talking to you soon on our Building Empires podcast, and you can tell everybody that it's Manifester 1111, Manifester 1111. You can keep telling them over and over as many times as you want until they got it. Okay, thank you guys. I will see you soon. In Renee, namaste. So, please clarify. My eyes are color-changing eyes. When I cry and I'm angry, they go really green. And when I was a little girl, my mom... Like, I had blueberry eyes, she said. But they go back and forth between blue and green because they are hazel. And that's one of the RH negative, like, indicators. Because our eyes change color and weird shit is just weird shit. Yeah, it depends, like, on my mood. Like, that's why I say, like, shape-shifting is, like, I shape-shift. I know I shape-shift. Well, I'm in the dark, so they always look, you know, different depending on what's going on in the atmosphere. So if I wear green, they look really green. If I wear blue, they look really blue. If I do certain makeup, I can make it shift around. In my mood, like literally, because like when you cry, your eyes turn red, right? So it makes that contrast. It makes them look really green, but it's one of those things. If you have color changing eyes, if you have like a red, there's a red gene or something, or like there's, when I go to dye my hair, red comes through. But it's like there's a red undertone in my hair. There was a red undertone in my mom's hair. Both of my parents are Rh negative. I'm Rh negative. I'm AB negative, which is out of the 100% of people on the planet, 85% are positive, 15% are negative, and then out of that, there's 1% that have my blood type. And your blood type affects the type of food you should eat, the time of night you might like all of that stuff. And I don't talk about it that much because it makes people get weird, like they feel like some sort, and I don't think it matters. You could be a starseed, you could be anything, you could be a psychic without being it. But most of the people who are psychic and stuff, like most of the Rh negative people are psychic. Most of the, like if you go take all the people who've been abducted by aliens that are like, I've been abducted by, like a lot of them are Rh negative. And I'm like, that's so fucking weird. And if I try to crossbreed with a positive, my body treats a baby like it's a foreign object and tries to attack it like it's a foreign object. The only time that happens in nature is when you mix donkeys and horses to get a mule, and most mules can't reproduce, and basically the Rh negative in the 70s, they came up with the ROGAM shot so that mothers can have a baby without it being attacked inside of them. But before that, it was like, and the ROGAM, it's like the rhesus monkey gene. That isn't in the Rh negative people. So that whole, like, we've evolved from monkey thing goes out the window. I think Rh negative probably evolved out of, if we've evolved out of anything, it was probably more reptile. I do believe in the manipulation of DNA. I think that some people are manipulated with DNA. Like I saw a thing today about like the abominations that were created back in the day, but when you flood the planet, right, you can't get rid of the ones in the water. So when you go deep down in the water, there's 85% of the ocean we've unexplored. So that means there's a lot of fucking shit down there we don't know about. And they say that those things down there are abominations. That's why they got no eyes and stuff. Like, but that's like what happened out of the Bible. The Bible made everything like, ooh, do 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 do. And I'm sure like messing with DNA and stuff, like you wouldn't be here if they didn't. Yeah, well, you don't want to, like, not everybody eats food based on their blood type, but a lot of people would be benefiting to do so. There's certain foods that will be better for you depending on, it doesn't matter. There's A, B, and then there's O. O is universal. My grandfather was an O. And, like, they beg for that blood. And that doesn't matter if you're positive or negative. O is universal to all of the blood types. A and B are their own categories, but then there's AB. So me, I can donate to A's or B's, but only within the negative peoples. O can donate to all of their negative peoples, and then positive, same thing. And then if you're A, you can do A's or O's. And it's weird. Look into it, look into it. Because when I only looked into it because I went to a thing and they were like, oh, we got to give you a shot, just because, like, the first time you have a baby, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Like, it's like up in the air. They used to call them the blue babies because they came out blue, they came out dead. All of the kings and queens and stuff, like that royal bloodline, they've been keeping it pure for some reason. A lot of the presidents have had it. A lot of weirdness is around it. And again, I don't talk about it so much because I don't like to make other people feel like, people get like, oh, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, I'm not saying it matters. I'm just saying there's something about it that's different. Let me see. Hazel eyes are beautiful. My mom has honey brown hazel eyes. Aw. Well, you can always wear contacts and make them that way. Thank you. I have the book, The Blood Diet. Oh, good. So you did know that. I was like, yeah, you can eat. Because I thought you were asking me, like, you can eat towards your blood. Me too. I have brown hair, but it has reddish undertone, especially in the sunlight. I remember I laughed at an older female colleague who said she loved gingers. She told me off and said, you're ginger, but you can't see it. LOL, she was right. My mom is a rhesus positive. Don't know what dad was. It's hard to find out in the UK. Really? See, they're hiding shit. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, when we go to sex ed, they don't tell you anything about that. But like, I had a thing go down with, like, I was pregnant afterwards. They're like, if you get pregnant again, your body will attack the fetus. And I'm like, I didn't really think much of it because I wasn't awake at the time. But like later on, when I woke up, I was like, that seems awfully strange. Like, if we're all humans, and we're like, I'm like, nobody, like, what? So when I looked into it, I was like, oh, there's a lot of things. Like, some people say, like, it's the Holy Grail, but I think what the Holy Grail is like the womb, you know? And I think there's just a lot of stuff that's been hidden from us because it's like there's no fucking explanation for it. It doesn't fit into evolution theory. It doesn't fit into the Bible thing of coming out of clay. Like, I would love to try out contacts soon. They will be way better than glasses. Yeah, and then you can play with the color of your eyes and all of that. And you can change your appearance just by, like, you really can. I know you can because I've been able to manifest my weight go, like, up and down. And, like, when I was going up and down, I was never happy. But I would go up and down based off of, like, what was going on in my life, too. But when I was up, and I, like, didn't want to be up anymore because I was like, now I'm single again. I'm like, okay. I started envisioning the scale going down. I started envisioning, like, I'd take a candle into the bathtub with me. Not in the bathtub. It doesn't really work. But I would light a candle, and as the wax melted, I would imagine, like, everything melting. When I took showers, I was, like, melting all the fat off. I have a memory that popped up like yesterday, the day before. I have it in my screenshots. It was like very short after I started. I was already 15 pounds down. The first week I was 5 pounds down, and I went down 50 pounds. There's a thing on the Divine Essentials channel all about it, and things that I feel like sometimes if you hold weight in a certain spot that's like a troublesome spot for you, it could be like you know, people who are really full up here, they may be somebody that's like holding back their truth, or they're fighting with people that like they're not telling the truth, they're full of shit. When it's down here, it's like your relationships, you're holding all the weight of all your relationships, you're holding everything that has happened. Women hold a lot in their womb. So if you got a lot going on in your emotional department and you're not crying and you're not getting it out, it's gonna build up down here. And people get really bloated and all of that. Oh, I'm not losing weight anymore. That's what I mean. I went down, and then I couldn't stop going down, and I was like, oh my God, because I was like a Skeletor by the end of it, and I was like, I don't know what I did. That's why I'm like, you can change your weight. But then, once I stopped freaking out about it, because when you freak out about something, you just keep creating it. That's why I'm like, stop thinking about your twin flame being gone, and he won't be gone. Stop freaking out about, I'm losing all my weight, and you'll stop losing all your weight. Stop freaking out about all the things that, like, when, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's like, oh no, oh no. The universe is like, okay, here's more, oh no, oh no, oh no. And that's just how it is. But if you're like, I'm good, I'm full, I'm happy, I'm beautiful, you will start to reflect differently. And you'll start to, like, do mirror work, like get naked. Take a shower, get out of the shower, and in the mirror, look at the parts of your body that you really love. Like, maybe you really love your eyes. Like, whatever it is about yourself that you love the most, that you're like, I'm so glad I got this thing because, like, of all the other things, this is the one I'm working with. Whether it's my lips. Why is it paused? Reconnecting. So apparently they didn't like that topic. They wouldn't even let me share the first one. But good thing I was screen recording so I can share it elsewhere. Ha ha, ha ha, na 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 na, na na, na na, na 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 na. They didn't like us talking about that stuff. I'll share it on the place where we don't get, you know, about stuff. You know? I will defy these peoples. it would not, it was like, I'm disconnected. It said it disconnected. It was reconnecting. So then I was like, I'll just end it and share this one as part one. And then it wouldn't let me hit share. It was like, it let me go as if I was sharing it. It let me put a title in, but the share button was not available to press. But I had screen recorded all of that. So I will share that on, what do you call it, Rumble. Are you ready to rumble? Okay, I will check it out, Manifester. It's probably in one of the other boxes. I think I actually saw you in one of my other boxes, but I was showing people the fact that, like, there's so many fucking boxes on here that it's like, it's not a personal attack if I don't see your message right away, or, whatever, because somebody attacked me the other night. Manifester, you came in at the end of it, and I was in a bad mood because somebody was being a bitch to me about stuff that was like, how are you fucking missing the memo right now? Because she was like, don't ba-ba-ba-da-ba. And I'm like, I didn't ba-ba-ba-da-bap. You ba-ba-ba-da-bapped. And then you didn't listen to anything because you just wanted to attack. But yeah, I'm like, so we're working with Nyx tonight. Nyx is the goddess of dark. And I have everything set up for this already. Once again, I'm on the ball. I knew I was going to work with her last night. Like, well, I didn't really know, but I thought of her because some of these other goddesses are calling for a lot of stuff that's like just insanity. And again, I had the dream where it was like, you make up your own ritual. You ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. When I did the curse reverse, that was like a pretty powerful thing, and there was no book for that. Like, it just boop, 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 out of my mouth when I lit a candle. And it worked. And that's what I want other people to be creatively you. Like, I looked up the goddess Nyx to see what is she about, and what does she connect with. And I already knew because I did this with her before, and I did it from just scratch, just collecting ingredients at home and putting them together. We got sea salt, we've got mint, we've got some snow, which is pretty. Nyx, yeah, Nyxy. Yeah, unfortunately, me and my twin had a disagreement earlier, and I'm not liking this energy. How come? You don't like my Nyx energy, or you don't like the energy with him? Because I think there's a lot of volatile energy in the collective right now. Yeah, everybody's sick right now. Everybody's like all the girls in my thing, right? My Seven Sisters girls. They're like, none of them can breathe. Like, they've all got Jenny's wearing a fucking ice mask on her eyes. I think somebody else was talking about this allergies. So there is a lot of stuff going on right now. People are purging. I went through it back, in this time, like where we are right now. We're repeating like what we were doing in 2015. In 2015 is when I first got my Reiki certifications, when I first started doing Moon-Eiki, when I first started, all this stuff. 2016, I no longer needed medicine for flus and colds and things like that. Like, I still get runny noses. I still get tired. I got Lyme. I'm not impenetrable, but I do process it on an energetic level rather than like on the physical so much. Like, I haven't had a migraine since 2016. I haven't had any flu or cold medicine since 2016. I haven't had any allergy medicine since 2016. I didn't get any medicine for Lyme. Only thing I took was like supplements, vitamins, and I used essential oils and like things that I created here. And like honey. I put honey on my wounds, on my feet and shit. Like, we don't need... The doctors are usually making people lifelong customers, unfortunately. And those medicines that are out there with all the, like, side effects aren't helping. You can clear your sinuses up with essential oils. Do a steam bath, like steam up some water, put some lavender in there to put some peppermint in there to, and you open it up and you breathe and you relax and put some sweet orange in there to improve your mood. Put some rosemary in there to make you feel happy. It'll get rid of your depression. There's a lot of things that essential oils do. And they're all natural. And they are actually chemicals, but they're not man-made chemicals. They're chemicals made from the, like, constituents of a plant. Or a tree leaf or whatever. Like, it depends on the one. And all of them are done in different ways. Some of them are distilled. Some of them are pressed takes 100 rose petals to make 1 drop of rose essential oil. That's why it's expensive to get it. It's like, especially if it's a real essential oil. But if you got allergy problems, just go onto Pinterest and look up, like steam inhalation type of essential oils. Get yourself a basic little starter kit. Frankincense, lavender, sweet orange, peppermint, rosemary, and I think I'm missing. Those ones are like basic ones, and like those were the basic ones I started off with. My migraine magic was peppermint, lavender, and rosemary, and it worked for everybody who was getting migraines. Then for the sinuses, like my brother, one time I did it for him, and he was like, "Oh my God, I can breathe." Pain, whatever you've got, they're antibacterial, antimicrobial. Some of them pain, repellents. There's a lot of. I'll probably do a class and teach people. I was gonna do like, let's come together and I'll show you how to make your own blend. Let's come together, show you how to make your own spray, and then show you how to put labels together and put them on Etsy and make money. But organo, yeah. Natural stuff is much better. Yeah, I don't do medicine either. I just do all natural. Like I just said, it's like, no. I don't want your chemical filled craziness. It never helps me. It just makes me worse. Or I get like you're gonna go to sleep either way, so don't take medicine that just, what it does is it pushes the symptoms off. It doesn't allow you to get the shit out of you that needs to come out of you. Your body's trying to do its own thing, and like all these things are like, here, let's not do that. Let's do our own thing. You can ease your congestion. You can open your sinuses up. You can help yourself expel and expect. But most of the stuff is like, here, just suppress it, and that's an alcohol thing. Alcohol, like in NyQuil and shit, is a suppressant. It's going to make you depressed. It's going to make you miserable. Don't take it. Don't do it to yourself. It's not going to help. It's going to make shit worse. But they don't want you to know that. I can't legally sell you guys something on Etsy that says migraine magic. But you know what I can legally sell you? Fucking Pleiadian connection that connects you to the aliens. But I can't sell you a migraine magic because they don't want people to have those natural remedies, because Big Pharma would like to keep you guys as customers as long as possible before your inevitable kick into the bucket where they collect all your money. And they agree. Huh? Yeah, they agree. A couple of guys out there agreeing with us. What do you got? Ooh, manifestor. I love a good ginger shot. Yeah. Try to find natural things, guys. Even for your pets. And today Jenny was using frequencies. I've been trying to tell people about that, because when Sadie pulled her back, I used frequency music, and I went and took a shower, came out, and I could feel the frequency in the room had shifted immensely. She had relaxed completely. She had pulled the muscles in her back. She was all of a sudden all relaxed. I gave her a massage with arnica oil, which is literally the best thing for the dogs, and it's all natural. And she was better within a day. Yeah, psych meds will just numb you. Psych people, you're not crazy. You're just connected and sensitive, and it's an intuitive thing that you can, suppress or you can embrace. And if you embrace it and you don't let these fucking people out here numb you down and fluoride you up and do all the shit that they try to do to turn your ass off, you'll be good. And if you already turned yourself off, you can turn yourself back on. You just gotta be mindful, learn, and open up. Get rid of fluoride. It's because a lot of times I feel like people already know this stuff because it's been around for so long. For me, I started this stuff a long time ago, but I know some people are just waking up and some people don't know. So, if you don't know, start looking into practices and stuff. Do stargazing, do sun gazing. Just do it with a brain, don't go out into the noon sun and be at for 4 hours, Go out there at sunset and sunrise and gaze into the sun for 5 minutes, and that's it. Just work yourself up. Don't be crazy. They tell you it's gonna freaking burn your eyes out or something, but No, it's not. Just basically do the opposite of everything you've ever been told, and you'll be good. And did a sun gaze? Yeah. What YouTube channel do you use for frequencies? I usually just go on and I type in whatever the thing is. Like, is it like, muscle? Like, and it worked for my feet too when I was having nerve pain. I was like, what frequency helps nerve pain? And then I looked for the one with the biggest amount of views. And then I went into there and I looked at the comments to see what people were saying, and they're like, this changed my life, and oh my god, this thing actually works. Like 5 minutes in and it's healing me. Wow, 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 wow. And then I say, okay, I'm gonna try this one. And then, I try to stay away from anything that just is like opposite of that. If there's like 2 views and everybody's like, this is fucking fake, then I'm not gonna do it. There is a guy, I don't know if you guys know Amanda. No, what the hell is her name? She wrote a book. She was an addict, and then she was married to Steven, and she's a weirdo, and she's like a goofy girl. I think they broke up now, and he's a musician, and Laura Clergy or something like that. Laura something. She's a comedian, and her husband Steven and her broke up, but Steven's a musician, and he makes those frequencies, and I know the guys. I know his temperament. I know his way of being. He would not make fake ones. So you can count on his. I search frequency. Yeah. For menstrual cramps, I use a frequency. Nice. You know what? I got rid of my menstrual cramps 3 years ago now in May. Yeah. Twin actually said to me, like, because I had been on fucking a birth control shot to stop my period. And he's like, that's not natural. And I was like, but my period, it's so bad. And he's like, it's only going to be bad if you think it's bad. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? Because that's like what I say to people all the time. And then I was like, okay. And he basically just uses my own fucking mind on myself whenever he says shit to me. Like he said shit to me last time when I was having the rib pain. And the rib pain stopped because of the shit that he was saying to me. And it's like, okay. Like, but he was just like using my own psychology on me. It's just hard sometimes to do that to yourself. We do need coaches and mentors and people in our life that are supporting us, building us up. Even if they're giving us a hard time, that's what a coach does. Like, you see, dig, what the fuck are you doing? Get up. Like, like, this is, you want this. Don't you want this? Me and Jenny are going to start one that's like, you can't do it. You can't do it. Because that's how we are. We have to have reverse psychology. We need someone to be like, you're a dumbass. You're going to suck. Or you can't do it. That's why when YouTube started silencing my ass, I was like, oh, now it's on. I'm going to upload every day. I'm just like that. I can't help it, man. It's like, I live in a fucking world where that's just how it is. They're still out there doing their thing, by the way. Hello! Still in the same spot. Glowy glow. Glowy glow, glow, glow. You can talk to them. They'll come. And then you'll know that I'm not crazy. They do come to talk to you if you ask them to. They'll come in different ways. They're not going to always come in the same way. And they're not... sometimes they'll come and it's like it's a fucking weird cloud thing. Sometimes they come and they're like that, and then they turn into like a fucking plane and fuck with your head, and it's like, no, how did you go from being 3 to 2 or 2 to 3? Like, I still gotta upload that video because I watched them one night and there was like, they just shifted from being many to different amount, and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? That's not right. My brain broke. But they do that to me a lot because that's why they like, as a Sag, I need that for people to, yes, yeah, like, you can't fucking do it. And I know people out there would probably react better than like, oh, it's gonna be okay. You just keep on doing what you need to do for you. And we'll give you a gold sticker. Like, some people need the motivation of you can't do it. You're gonna fucking suck. You're gonna fail. And I'm gonna laugh at you. I bet you I do it better than you. I bet you I get more done than you. Like, some people just need that. I saw one of my stars that I see before it even got dark was just, yeah, they're starships or light bodies. They're Merkabahs. They're just spinning so fast and doing their thing. I know Like, the shit that they do is not capable of a plane. Like, I've never seen a plane in all my life fucking shapeshift and shit. Like, I don't care what people think. I'm like, I know that out there, but it's like, they fuck with me too, so I doubt it. But it shows me the way this reality is not what people think it is. It is mutable, malleable. You can change it very quickly, but your power is in your head. Your power is in your heart. It's like, you've got to be feeling that you're already where you want to be, and thinking that you're there, and like speaking it, and then just trusting and allowing. And that's so hard for people, because everybody's fearful, and everybody's like stressed out, and everybody's anxious, and everybody's distracted. So you can't even hold a vision long enough to tell it to the universe that you want it before you start thinking about the shit again that I don't have, and I'm not enough, and oh my God, and I'm gonna die alone, and I'm never gonna be this way, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it's really easy to go down there, but if you keep reminding yourself the opposite, and you keep doing the work with your subconscious mind, it will get better very quickly. You can't do it is the best motivation. For me, it kind of is. Today I was cleaning like crazy. Yeah, a lot of people have been cleaning. Pet sitting and cooking. It was a heavy day, but I'm grateful for cleaning. Nice. Exactly. I uploaded a video the other day on YouTube. I thought it was a plane at first, but I wanted to show it because it had no chemtrail. Then, as I looked at it, it changed, and now it seems I have a UFO video. See? That's like the shit that happens to me, Manifestor. I go outside, just like, I don't even know why I have my camera on sometimes, and then it's like, oh my God, what is happening? Wow, what is that? Look at that. Oh my God. But a lot of times I don't share it because it feels like some people get, like, weird about it. I can feel the people who get, like, weird about it. I'm very fucking sensitive. I can feel people's bullshit, and that's why, like, I've been such a people pleaser, because I can feel when people aren't pleased with me. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. If you're not pleased with me, go the fuck away. Like, don't keep looking at me. Don't keep expecting me to do what you want me to do 24/7. If you want all of the things that are on rotation here, you need to stick around, because I'm rotating through them. I'm not going to just keep for you. And that's how everybody should be. We would be so much happier if we were more like, fuck you, bitch. You can't do it. I'm gonna kick your ass. LOL, I don't even have to look too much anymore, but when I can get a broad daylight video out, yeah, that's happened to me here when I was like, it was during that, like, craziness where I was getting all the ones coming out of the fire and stuff, and I was doing the land blessing. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that? Like, one went into my body. One went right by me afterwards. And I'm like, yeah, I was literally clearing spirits off the land that, like, I was crying about earlier in the night because I knew what happened to them. And it was like, and, like, a couple of them, like, went into me, into my womb. And then a couple of them just went right by me. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? What are you doing? Like, why are you going into my womb? What are you doing? What do you know that I don't? But yeah, immaculate conception, you know. No, but we're working